Amtrak passenger train 188 was en route from Washington, D.C. to New York City when it derailed in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at 9:21 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on May 12, 2015. There were 253 people on board. Of these, 7 occupants died on scene and 186 were transported to 10 area hospitals. Philadelphia Emergency Services are part of the fire department, which has a separate dispatch system from the police department. The fire department coordinated the transport of 24 of the injured by ambulance. All of the other injured occupants were transported by police vehicle or SEPTA bus. This graphic shows a map of Philadelphia near the accident site, which is shown by the red star. The 10 hospitals receiving patients from the derailment are within a 10-mile radius of the accident. The red lines here indicate potential routes to each hospital from the scene. In this graphic, each of the 10 area hospitals is identified with an orange square for the designated adult trauma centers and a yellow triangle for non-trauma hospitals. Of note, all of the hospital's emergency departments were open and already caring for patients at the time the derailment occurred. The following animation only shows the additional patients from the derailment. This animation shows how the injured were initially registered at hospitals in 15-minute increments from the time of the accident. The NTSB obtained hospital records for 165 of the patients treated on the night of the accident and included the first timestamp in their hospital records and descriptions of their injuries. Among these, 1 person died, and the time of hospital registration could not be determined for an additional 8 people. The rapid, non-traditional transportation resulted in 89% of the injured being registered for hospital care by midnight, 2.5 hours after the derailment. Each of the growing bars represents the number of people from the mass casualty incident being cared for at each hospital at that time. The bars are color-coded to indicate injury severity. Red indicates serious injury, green indicates minor injury, and blue indicates no injury was diagnosed. There was clearly an unequal distribution of the injured across hospitals. For example, Penn Presbyterian Medical Center received only 2 patients, while Temple University Hospital received dozens. During a mass casualty incident, the distribution of patients among hospitals is normally coordinated to balance the needs of the injured with the availability of hospital resources and the needs of other hospitalized patients. This image shows what a more even distribution of patients from this mass casualty incident might look like. An injured person transported in a vehicle other than an ambulance could potentially suffer additional injury or medical complications as a result. Incomplete transport coordination could overwhelm some hospitals with too many injured. However, the NTSB did not identify any significant negative medical outcomes from the vehicle used or incomplete transport coordination in this accident.